Traffic in Pretoria was a nightmare on Saturday night. That is after multiple vehicle collision on the N1 North, leaving many injured. The N1 between Garsfontein and Menden were closed for hours. So let's get an update now from Tshwane Emergency Medical Services spokesperson Charles Mabaso. Charles, thank you so much for your time this morning. A very good morning to you. Can you just shed some light in terms of exactly what transpired last night?
Good morning, and good morning to the viewers at home. Thank you for having me. What really transpired yesterday is that it looks as if one vehicle overturned and causing a multiple pile-up vehicle of accident that were involved in a secondary crash also. That is what looks like. Though the real cause of how or what led to the light motor vehicle overturning is not known at the moment. So initially, when the reports came in to our call center, we were notified that about 20 vehicles, a bus, a truck, as well as a taxi were involved.
Sure.
After a challenge to reach, the scene of the crash involving the light motor vehicle and the taxi, because that is where the center of the accident was. We then made further assessments that only 13 vehicles were involved and only 2 patients were injured.
So everybody else, in terms of just, injuries and the like, is everybody else okay at this stage?
Fortunately, yes. All the drivers of the vehicles that were involved in the pileup did not want to be transported to hospital and did not have any physical injuries on them. Only their vehicles sustained some damages.
Sure. Charles, as you speak about how you still have not been able to establish what was actually the cause of the accident, but it was something that was able to close traffic for hours on end. Is there footage, CCTV footage that is able to speak to exactly what happened and what transpired?
The SANRAL do have cameras on the highway. I think if you were able to get hold of SANRAL, they might be able to share some visuals. And obviously, there has been a number of videos circulating on social media. And yes, that is where one could get the visuals. I am to make a determination as to whether our audiovisual officer was on the scene.
Yeah. How long did it take to clear up this accident scene?
It took about 6 hours to clear the accident scene. When you look at it, the accident came in around 7 o'clock in the evening, and the road was opened just before 1 o'clock this morning. Around 11 or so, only 4 lanes were closed. There was then slow-moving traffic, but the road was completely opened around 1 a.m. this morning, 20 to 1 or so.
Yeah. And then how long does it take before you actually get an indication of what was the cause of this accident, whether it's because of something that was on the road, a distraction, whether it was because of the driver, for example, of that light motor vehicle, whether it was because of drunken driving and the like? How long will it take you to get some kind of clarity in terms of what led to this? Because 13 cars, I tell you one thing, Charles, there's no small fate.
Yeah, unfortunately, that would only be determined by law enforcement officials, and we are certain that they will be working on it from their side.
Charles, we'll leave it there. Charles Mabaso there was with the Emergency Medical Services, the spokesperson there in Tshwane.